365 Everyday Counts with the Hendricks County Solid Waste Management District. And today our neighborhood spotlight is at Ray's Recycling. And this is Calvin Davidson. He's going to tell us a little bit about what they do here at the MRF. So tell us about Ray's.
Well, Ray's Trash Service is a family-owned, local, central Indiana company. It's been in business for about 47 years. It started in the trash business like a lot of companies did back in the 60s and has migrated or evolved into a very green company. We don't own a landfill. We own many recycling facilities, and our focus is all about recycling.
Great. Now, I know that most of the material here comes from residents, correct?
Residents, businesses, the drop-off bins, so whoever takes it and puts it in the drop-off bins, a lot of curbside material that you see collected at the end of the driveway, so to speak, in the orange tubs or the large green containers.
And maybe we should backtrack a little bit. Tell us what a MRF is.
Well, MRF is an acronym that we didn't make up. MRF stands for Material Recovery Facility. There are a lot of styles or types of material recovery facilities out there that focus on different materials. This particular facility of ours sorts the residential bottles, cans, newspapers, cardboard boxes, junk mail, magazines, the things that you encounter in your home. Milk jugs, water bottles, aluminum cans.
And what most people don't realize, at least when we do our programs, is that there are people who are actually sorting the materials. Some of it's automated and some of it's being actually sorted. So it's really important to keep the contaminants out. Can you tell us what are the contaminants that you really don't want to see, and what does it do to the process?
Well, material quality, as we refer to it, and the contamination, any residual materials, it's always good if the containers are completely empty, or if the pizza box, for instance, doesn't have the leftover crust in it. You know, empty those types of items into the waste container, and just recycle the pizza box or the empty milk container. Don't leave a little bit of material in the bottom of it. As best you can. You don't have to run them through the dishwasher or clean out the jelly jar completely. But as best you can, get the material as clean as possible before you send it along.
What is the largest amount by volume that you handle? What is the type of trash that you get the most of?
The most recyclables that we handle are by volume is probably the bottles and the cans and the containers, because they take up a lot of space. That's part of the collection challenge is actually collecting all of these materials that really don't weigh a lot. So we all know what it's like to take our materials to the end of the driveway each week. The trash still weighs heavier than the recycle bin. Mm-hmm. So if you measure it based on weight, the newspaper and the cardboard make up probably a half, or all of the fiber. The junk mail, the magazines make up half of the material. But by volume, I would say the bottles and cans make up more than half of the volume.
So if you're going to start a recycling program at home and you've never started before, paper and cardboard are a really good, easy place to start, and then go to your bottles and cans. Also, we've seen over the years, an increase in recycling rates. Do you see it here at the MRF? Are you seeing an increased amount of stuff that's coming in?
Absolutely. It's obvious that we've all done a great job promoting, educating, collecting it. It's a community effort, it's an industry effort, it's something that takes time for people to change behaviors, but we're absolutely seeing an increase in the amount of participation. Now, when you go back to the volume and the weight comments that I made earlier, it's not always reflected in the actual overall tons of material. Mm-hmm. Because as all of us noticed today, the cap on the Coke bottle or the water bottle is smaller than it used to be.
Right.
The bottles and cans that we encounter in our kitchens and our homes are thinner and lighter. Packaging has gotten much, much tighter as an industry. If Kraft Foods starts making their packaging 25% lighter, then that means 25% less material from Kraft Foods that actually gets to the MRF. Doesn't mean there are fewer boxes, just we have to be careful how we measure that success, but there's absolutely more people recycling today than there was 20 years ago.
And I know that you take some recyclables here and actually pay for some of them. So can you tell us exactly what kinds of things people can bring?
Non-ferrous and ferrous metals alike are something that we're just seeing a huge influx of material, people bringing it in, both small businesses and even homeowners. You see the folks that do their own home auto repairs bring in their brake calipers or bring in parts that they've replaced on their own vehicles. Copper, aluminum, steel. If you replace the old screen door, we can't accept the glass, but the aluminum door frame, the lamp, everything including the kitchen sink, the stove, the refrigerator if you've had the Freon evacuated. There are so many items in your home that are metal or mostly metal that can be recycled, accepted, and we've actually paid for.
We have learned a lot here. We've seen a lot here. We're really proud to have a business like Ray's in Hendricks County and taking our recyclables and keeping stuff out of the landfill. Thanks for watching.